Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Image ID for people who need it. The first thing you're going to see on the screen is a pink and green checkerboard background with a black text that says Little Space Favorites, and that's because today we're gonna be talking about Little Space stuff again, because it's Monday. Start Monday on a happy note. Okay, so I decided to do something that was more common back in like older YouTube and not as much now, and that is like monthly favorites. I think I might do this, and it'll be interesting to see what things change. I'm going to talk about monthly favorites for both Little Space and Big Space, I think, probably. But mostly, obviously the main focus is going to be Little Space, but, yeah. Gonna be using the same background for the whole video, but the, titles will correspond with the sections. So this one is books, and as far as Little Space goes, my favorite books right now are Runny Babbit and by Shel Silverstein, and then another book that my grandma found called Green Bear. I can't read the name of the author without a magnifying glass. I should probably go get a magnifying glass and look at the author name. But anyway, those are my two favorite books for this month so far. Well, in Big Space, I haven't really been reading too many books, but anyway, the next category for monthly favorites is games, and I think I'd have to probably pick those ball sort games you can download onto your phone where you sort the balls into the different bins. Those are so much fun for me, both in Big and Little Space. I like to do them while I listen to YouTube videos, but that's a whole separate category as far as what YouTube videos I listen to or watch or whatever. So yeah, that is my favorite game so far. There's not a lot of physical games. I will say in Big Space I like D&D, but I haven't been able to play D&D in a while. I don't know if when I'm in Little Space, I've never played D&D well regressed, and my little headmates, none of them have ever played D&D, so yeah. This next category is honestly kind of huge, and that's media. I just realized I kind of squashed a bunch of stuff together, but also I haven't really been watching a bunch of different type of media this month. It's mainly just been YouTube, and when regressed, I definitely, when I'm an adult, I definitely have to be doing something while watching a YouTube video, like when I'm big, but when I'm little, it's even more so. I'll be honest, I haven't really been little that much this month, but I have a couple of times, so yeah, I'd say YouTube videos. I will say that one thing that's different from Little and Big Space though is the content I like to watch. I've been interested more so in a lot of darker content lately in Big Space, and a few times I've been in Little Space. I only want to watch happy content, or I don't know, unboxing videos or crafting videos, or I don't know, it doesn't necessarily, I've been watching some of that stuff in Big Space as well, but definitely when I'm on the littler side of things, that is a no dark videos for me kind of thing, which makes sense. Whereas in Big Space, I can enjoy the same things I enjoy in Little Space, but in Little Space, there are some things that I enjoy in Big Space that I do not in Little Space. And there's things I think I probably enjoy more in Little Space. I tend to more enjoy little kids music or Disney Channel songs, I'll be more likely to listen to that type of stuff in little space than I am big space. But I will sometimes just put on a playlist of music, because, you know, like, whatever it is I've been, like, listening to, like, one of those, like, YouTube, like, My Mix kind of things. Listen to that, no matter what mindset I'm in, because it's familiar music, you know, it's stuff that I have been listening to. So, yeah, I think that is a thing. I will say that, like, since my anxiety's been better, involuntary regression doesn't happen as much. But I don't really know how to do the voluntary regression thing. Obviously, I guess if one of the little headmates decides to front, that I guess could be considered voluntary regression. Maybe. I will say that, like, the other day, I was at my grandparents' for like, Father's Day, and my little cousin was there, and I was able to avoid having any of the littles come out and, like, try to play with any of the little, like, the, like, kids' toys that were, like, on the floor. But I did play with one of the, like, stacking cup things when my cousin was, like, bored of playing with it. I thought, oh, you know, I'm just gonna, like, go over there and, like, try to stack them. It was unironically fun as an adult to, like, play with the stacking cups. I do feel like there's a lot of stuff in little space that is just kind of fun and enjoyable to do even in big space. But I could kind of, in, like, the back of my mind, I don't know if it was, like, it wasn't, like, a visual thing, like, that was in the sense of, like, I could, like, see them, but I could, like, kind of, I guess, somewhat hear, or, like, just kind of feel that, like, the younger headmates were behind me, sort of in, like, their own room, but still able to see out to what I was doing. And so, like, they got to, like, experience the stacky cups too, even if they weren't directly involved and they were kind of doing their own thing in Headspace. So, like, that was kind of good that they got to participate without, because, like, if they're close to the front and I'm the only big thingy, what ends up happening is then I become small. So it's good that we were kind of separated, so that way I could remain a big thingy for Father's Day. But yeah, that was, honestly, that kind of gets out of the media category and goes into the toy category, which I think is next anyway, so that's another big category. So moving on to the toys category, obviously any kind of squishy or fuzzy thing. I'd say favorite fuzzy thing that, like, isn't my stuffed bunny Green, because Green will win every time if I said that. But I've also been holding the one stuffed animal I call Baby Green. Some family members call her Spinach, so she has two names. Because some of my family members, like my grandpa, feel like, okay, you already have a stuffed bunny named Green, this one needs a different name. So I sometimes call her Spinach, but usually I call her Tiny Green or Baby Green. And then my green dinosaur that I got in the first Little Space Mystery Box. The green, it's funny actually, one time I was asleep and, like, I fell asleep with just holding Green. I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm holding Green and the dinosaur. It's so funny and cute. As far as squishies go, mainly been squishing this new squishy that I got that I've been meaning to make a video about the 2 new squishies that I got, but I haven't yet. And it's like this squishy bunny thing. It's, like, really squishy and cute. I will, I should make that video today. And then, as far as, like, toys go, that I have, Littlest Pet Shops are fun. My friend gave me a couple Littlest Pet Shops. That's also gonna be a separate video and might also go on my other channel too. But, gave me some Littlest Pet Shops, and they were cute, and I like to make videos with Littlest Pet Shops, and when I'm little, I like to play with them a little bit. Sometimes I kind of wish I had more like bigger toys to play with. I don't know why, like bigger, like size-wise, because like Lost Pet Shops are small. But I do remember having them at like age 5. And I know my sister definitely had them at age 5. And that's about like the little age that I go down to. But, or maybe I didn't have them at age 5. I don't remember. Anyway. I had a lot of different toys as a kid. And I do notice that in Little Space, I do tend to, even though I'm an adult, playing with one type of toy is fun. In Little Space, I tend to get bored. Because I know as a kid, I used to kind of go between different types of toys. Like one time I'd be playing with Barbies and sometimes Little People. And then, or like sometimes you'd get fixated on a specific toy and you play with that one toy for like months and then be the only toy you play with. But I did that a lot as a kid. But most of my toys are packed away right now. There's not really room for them in here. Maybe if I did some rearranging, there would be. I don't know. But, actually, I do have my plastic horses. I could just play with those without the LPS one little, maybe. But anyway, that's kind of it for toys. I mean, coloring book, of course. Coloring book and crayons are always good. And then, I don't know, does a phone count as a toy? Both on my, when little and big, I do like my phone. Honestly, that's something that both in little and big space I need to get better about, not just constantly being on my phone. Because everything in moderation, of course. The swing set's always fun, no matter how old you are. You are never too old to own a swing set. Just saying. So yeah, I think that's most of the toys for this month. I don't know if you consider pacifiers toys, but I haven't been able to use them as much. I used them last week when I was editing a video. I think it was my green and blue one with the rainbow on it. I think I used that one. And another time when I was editing another video, I used my all green one. But I have 2 Kangasaurs in my mouth right now, so no pacifier for me till they go away. So yeah, that is the extent of the favorites that I have for y'all today. So I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching and have a good and lovely week, everybody.